People fail to get along because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because they have not communicated with each other. True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. We know through painful experience that freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor, it must be demanded by the oppressed. Everybody can be great, because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You only need a heart full of grace. A soul generated by love. Every man of humane convictions must decide on the protest that best suits his convictions, but we must all protest. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. When we discover this, we are less prone to hate our enemies. There comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe nor politic nor popular, but he must take it because his conscience tells him it is right. All we say to America is, be true to what you said on paper. Ellipsis. Somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of the press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest for right. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus but a molder of consensus.
Out of the mountain of despair, a stone of hope. If you can't fly then run, if you can't run then walk, if you can't walk then crawl, but whatever you do you have to keep moving forward. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Here is the true meaning and value of compassion and nonviolence, when it helps us to see the enemy's point of view, to hear his questions, to know his assessment of ourselves. For from his view we may indeed see the basic weaknesses of our own condition, and if we are mature, we may learn and grow and profit from the wisdom of the brothers who are called the opposition. We must remember that intelligence is not enough. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education. The whirlwinds of revolt will continue to shake the foundations of our nation until the bright day of justice emerges. Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle. And so we must straighten our backs and work for our freedom. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. We must accept finite disappointment but never lose infinite hope. All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. I say to you today, my friends, that in spite of the difficulties and frustrations of the moment, I still have a dream. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word in reality. This is why right, temporarily defeated, is stronger than evil triumphant. Love is the greatest force in the universe. It is the heartbeat of the moral cosmos. He who loves is a participant in the being of God. We must walk on in the days ahead with an audacious faith in the future. Let no man pull you so low as to hate him. If we are to have peace on earth, our loyalties must become ecumenical rather than sectional. Our loyalties must transcend our race, our tribe, our class, and our nation. And this means we must develop a world perspective.